In today's video, I'm going to show you how I booked 151 sales calls last month and generated over £50,000 with my agency. My name is Harry Latos. I run a company called Acquired, B2B lead gen agency, and last month we booked over 200 calls, but we had 151 completed events for our business. You can see this is real. I'm refreshing this. You can see all the analytics here. I'm just going to break down this video full transparency, exactly how we done that and how honestly you can do the same. There's no magic trickery here, but it is worth waiting till the end because I'm going to show you right at the very end the exact strategy of how we actually do this and how I've done this over the last 4 weeks. But the first thing before we get into that I want to address is that you don't need a lot of money to do this. You don't need to pay for ads. You don't need a big marketing budget. It's just not the case. We've built our business solely off outbound marketing, like direct outreach, and you can do exactly the same. It works for any B2B business and any service-based business. So if you have one of those, like an agency or anything like that, consulting, a course, you're a coach, whatever it is, you can make this work. I've actually managed to build a very lean, systemized business that allows us to book calls and convert leads exclusively through cold outbound. So I don't run any ads. And this is content, but I haven't got many subscribers. I don't get much through my content. We grow exclusively through cold outbound. So I'm going to show you how you can do the same. That's all good, me showing you everything in the video, but it means absolutely nothing if you don't take action. This is the most important thing. I used to watch so many videos like SMMA, lead gen, agency videos, right? E-Man and all these, top dogs, and I used to think, wow, like they're living the dream life. But I didn't do anything about it. I didn't take any action, and it just, it was just procrastination. So don't make that one of those videos. So I'm going to drop some gems in this video, and it's going to be genuinely useful and could, if you haven't started a business, genuinely change your life if you take action on this. That's not an exaggeration. Okay, now I've got that out of the way. Let's actually get into exactly what it looks like. So it all starts with understanding your avatar. What's your avatar? Your avatar is your target audience or your dream customer, basically who you want to sell to and who you want to generate revenue from. I actually read a book by Russell Brunson, and it was his Expert Secrets. It was either Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets, or .com Secrets. One of the three, right? But they're all books that you should be reading. They're absolutely fantastic. Now, what it said about your avatar in those books was there's 4 items that you need to tick off. Basically 4 things you need to do. And you need to really, really understand these on a fundamental level about your avatar. And that's what they actually want, what are they struggling with, how you'll serve them, and what you actually sell, right, that they want to purchase. Okay, so you need to answer these questions. You need to understand what it is they struggle with on a day-to-day basis and what they truly want. People don't make money and businesses don't grow from doing what you want to do. You have to solve other people's problems. That's the whole point of a business. That's the only reason why any business exists, is because you're solving other people's problems, right? You might say, okay, how does Elon Musk make his SpaceX business, right? The problem is that the way the Earth is going, that we're going to be overpopulated and potentially global warming. I don't want to get into a debate whether all that's real or not, but the problem is going to be that humanity will suffer on this Earth. So he's looking at ways of solving that problem by going to other planets. That's the fundamental of why a business exists, to solve a problem. So you need to understand your avatar and think of what is the number one problem that you can solve for them. Okay? Once you've got that, it's really important that we identify where your avatar hangs out online. So it could be a target audience, so it could be gym owners, right? Where are gym owners going to hang out online? Maybe communities on Facebook, maybe even communities on Discord, Instagram probably as well, right? You've got to find where they spend their time online. And this is really, really important. This is going to tie into the last bit of the video, how we reach out to them directly. But just make a note of where your avatar hangs out online and where we can find them. Right, so once we know where the avatar is on Instagram and we know exactly what they're struggling with, getting more leads, then we can start writing scripts, okay? Because the script is the most fundamental part of getting your outbound strategy right, and it's, in my opinion, where 99% of the market fails. So I'm going to teach you how to write a good script. Now, the truth is, okay, you can write the most compelling script ever, and you can make it flow and all of this, but it doesn't matter if your offer is not good. So this is actually the first thing you should optimize for, not writing the best copy, but making the best offer. Because it doesn't matter how you write the script, but if someone's offering $1 million for free, everyone's going to say yes. Yes, they'll be skeptical, but they'll say yes. It's the same with your outreach, right? You can't polish a pile of shit. Because if your offer is just fundamentally shit and no one wants it, you can't write good copy around it. It doesn't work like that. So you have to make your offer genuinely good. And the way that you do that is by solving the problem that the market has. So you need to solve their problem, okay? Once you've got that offer, here's literally the script that we write. It might surprise you because it's so fundamentally simple, but it works. It's 2 lines. It's, hey name, if we could offer you XYZ, would this be worth a chat? PS, it also da da da, right? So you've got 2 things. You've got your offer, and then you've got your enhanced offer with industry lingo. So we're tying it back to the avatar, okay? So for gym owners, we want to mention something about the gym. Basically, we just want to make it stand out to them. If someone was reaching out to me, this is what they should say if they actually wanted to convert, right? If they wanted me to convert. I say, hey Harry, if we could help you close 10 to 15 more recruiting clients per month, would that be worth a chat? So they know what I want. They know who I target. They know exactly what I want. They're not just saying, if we could help you close 10 to 15 more clients, would that be worth it? Too generic. If they're saying, if you could help me close 10 to 15 more recruiting clients, my audience, would that be worth it? Yeah, great. So that already gets my attention. PS, they are all currently growing off networking and referrals and have never run outbound before. So this is like exactly what I'm looking for. So this PS line is you need to figure out exactly what your market is looking for and tell them that you can do that for them. So I know if an agency is growing off networking and referrals, they have an obscene amount of untapped potential with outbound marketing, and you can literally blow up their business most of the time if you get the offer right and you get it out to the right people. Because if you're growing off networking and referrals, your leverage is so low and not that many people know about your business. The number one thing stopping businesses from growing is that people don't know about them. So outbound allows you to get in front of thousands of people, and I'll show you how we do that at the end. But before going off, but I don't want to go off on a tangent. We want to keep this related to the script. So you could literally just, this little 2-liner, if we could, and then formulate your offer, whether it's helping coaches make more money, helping course creators sell more, that was what it would be, right? And ask it if that would be worth a chat. They're doing a little PS line, and what you want to do is make it around the industry. So if it's in the, say, food and beverage or hospitality industry, then you want to mention something that's very, very specific to that only they understand. If it's the engineering industry, then you want to mention something very specific to that only they understand. It just speaks to them on a deeper level, right? And I've written down 3 very short things here, which will make your script genuinely good if you do it. These seem so simple, but if you take action on this, it will genuinely work, right? Cut through the noise by using industry lingo. Use terminology. Don't just sound the same as everyone else. Don't say, can we help you close 10 to 15 more clients next month? No, because every single person in NAN is saying that. It doesn't stand out whatsoever. You need to make it specific to them, right? By using their industry lingo, terminology, and so on. Second thing, of course, this is 2 lines. It's short and sweet. Especially now, I don't know about you, but if you have an inbox, it probably gets inundated with random emails. And the only ones I would ever read is if it was like 1 line, and I could read the whole thing straight away. I usually say this to my clients. I liken cold email now to YouTube ads. So if you're on YouTube, like you are watching this video, maybe an ad came up before this. And my guess was that you were desperately waiting for that 5-second mark so you could press skip on the ad. The reason being because you just don't want to put any time and attention into receiving this ad or receiving this message from someone, right? On that rare occasion, someone could get your attention and you might watch the rest of the ad. But it's because they've got your attention in the first 2 to 3 seconds that's actually made you stay for longer. It's the same with your message. You can't reach out and say, hi, I hope you're well. My name is Harry. I run a company. They're asleep by this point. You need to get like straight to the crux of it, what you can do for them, how you can help them, and keep it short and sweet. And of course, it goes without saying, you need a good offer. If you don't have a good offer, formulate one. Read Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers. I know it's an old book now, but the fundamentals don't change. Right? It's allowed me to grow my business. So once you have your avatar, your script, now you need to calculate what the best channel is to target them on. And this goes back to the bit up here about where to identify your avatar online. So you've got to find the best channel to target them. Some standard channels or examples of channels would be email, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Discord, potentially Slack, some more, right? But you need to figure out where does your audience really, really like hang out online. And if you don't know this, simply go out and ask your audience, right? And you'll probably, the first place you go to ask them is probably where you'll find them, right? That's probably like where you should be targeting. say you're targeting marketing agency owners. All right, you've got to think, okay, where am I probably going to find a lot of marketing agency owners? Where would I go and ask one about something? Probably Instagram, right? I'd look at maybe a big agency owner in the space or a big influencer in the space and look at their followers. Boom, then you've got thousands of leads that you can contact right there. With email, that's obviously going to be more B2B, so say it's an owner of a financial services company. They're not going to be hanging out on Facebook, Instagram or LinkedIn likely. You're probably going to have to hit them with an email, which is fine. You just find their email on a database like Apollo. I've got loads of videos on that. I won't go into that now, how you can scrape data and get data off other databases. But ultimately, once you've found that channel, just pick one to start with and just stick with it. Don't try to do all of them. This is not something where the more channels you do, the better. Nope, stay extremely focused and go all in with that one thing. So pick one, email, LinkedIn, Facebook or Instagram. One of those will work, okay? Now, you've pretty much got everything laid out. You've got a script written, it's very nice and short. You know who your avatar is, you know what their pain point is, and you know where to find them online. Now, we just need to start doing the outbound and tracking the metrics. So as soon as you start doing your outbound here, genuinely, you're only a few weeks, maybe a couple months away from growing larger than you ever have before. Month on month, our business continues to grow because we continue to do outbound. It takes off very, very quickly, but only if you do it right. And the way that you do it right is by tracking the numbers. And the only number that really is truly important to us is ABR, which means appointment booking rate. This tells you how many calls you'll book from the outreach you're doing. It doesn't matter if everyone's telling us to F off or telling you stuff like that. Simply just, you should not care. The only thing you should care about when doing your outreach is how many people book a call. And this is the thing we need to optimize for. Everything else is just rubbish. You should be numb to it. This is the only thing that you need to focus on. Okay? And how you calculate this, of course, is your outreach. The amount of calls you've done divided by your outreach. So if you've done 100 bits of outreach and booked 3 calls, you have a 3% ABR. You can just track this on a spreadsheet, just say how many messages you sent out a day. Next day you'd go to log on, how many calls have you booked, how many leads have you got through. Okay, this is your ABR. That's effectively all the info you need to scale. Right, this example, I've sent 100 LinkedIn messages out from my LinkedIn account. I booked 3 calls, so I have a 3% appointment booking rate. Of course, depending on the channel, your ABR will vary, but it should be anywhere from 1 to 5%. The more the better, of course, but if you've even got a 1% ABR, you can scale that, given your market size allows you to, for which most will, right? And what I mean by that is, if there's only 10 people, 10 people is too low. If there's only 1,000 people in your market, and you have a 1% ABR, you can only book 10 calls. That's it. But there's probably going to be more than 1,000 people. There's probably going to be tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands. If you're targeting agency owners, if you're targeting local business owners, whatever it is, I wouldn't be too worried about this in all honesty. But to increase your ABR, there's only really 2 things you can do. Change your offer or your script, or target a new avatar. It's as simple as that. For the most part, you just want to change your script slightly and change your offer and see if it works. If it does, great. Then you've got a new ABR and we can start scaling that. But for this example, sending out 100 LinkedIn messages and booking 3 calls, we're all good. Now, so we understand exactly what our inputs and outputs are. Now we've got to think about our goals. So the goal here is, honestly, most businesses will substantially grow with 10 to 20 meetings per month, genuinely, because you're probably going to close 3 or 4 deals, maybe 5 deals out of that a month, and that will, in a month on month, that's going to allow businesses to grow. Okay, so to achieve 20 meetings with a 2% appointment booking rate, all you need to do is 1,000 outreach. It's as simple as that. That's not difficult. You might be thinking, how on earth am I going to send 1,000 messages out manually? You're not. That's the simple truth. You're not going to do this. No one would do it if you're sending everything out manually, right? So how do we achieve our numbers if we're not doing this manually? It's scaling horizontally, horizontal scale. Now, this is what the big players do. And what it means is that instead of using 1 or 2 accounts and just doing thousands of messages from each one and scaling vertically, we get multiple accounts, broaden our base, and we scale horizontally. It really is as simple as this, getting multiple accounts on your chosen platforms. Email, just buy more email accounts. That's literally it. LinkedIn, get more LinkedIn accounts. Get your friends, get your families, get AI generated ones. There's loads of softwares. If you drop me a DM on Instagram, I can tell you all the ones where you can get these AI generated LinkedIn accounts from. Same for Facebook, same for Instagram. They're super easy to get hold of. As soon as you have your ABR, you know if you send 100 messages, on average, you'll book 2 calls. Then just do 1,000 messages. Just do 10,000 messages. And all you need to do with that is get multiple accounts. It really is as simple as that. The more outreach that you do, the more money you make. That's truly it, right? Of course, there's some, technical complications around how to create so many accounts, but it's not hard to learn. All the information's online. And I could continue to go on about this for hours and hours, but I think that just gives you a taste of genuinely how we book this many calls and effectively how simple it is. We know our avatar wants what we're offering, and we've developed a good script, and we just get enough volume out there to book the amount of calls we want. To book 8 calls a day, say we've got a 5% ABR, right? So let's have a look at this. Let's do the math. So 8 divided by 5%, 160 outreach per day. To book 8 calls per day, if you've got 5% ABR, and that's with a good script. You can easily do that. You can easily do that with automation. You can easily do that with like 3 or 4 LinkedIn accounts hooked up to an automation tool. It's not difficult. So if you're an agency owner, like one of our clients, and you're looking to help scale your business without doing manual outreach, right, book a call with our team and we'll see if we can help you. But thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it's been valuable, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.